Yeah. Welcome back, Soul. How are you?
I'm good. I'm better.
How did it go?
Rough. Rough.
Yeah, I can imagine. How do you feel?
I feel better. You know,
You feel more integral, don't you?
right. Right.
You don't feel like a coward, right? With the ghosting?
Oh, no.
You feel like a good man, right? Honorable.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not always doing the right thing doesn't always feel good, but it's always for the good. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I am so proud of you.
Yeah. The crazy thing about it for me was that everything that we spoke of that you said would happen, happened.
Of course, because I can foresee things. One thing about me that has never let me down was observing patterns.
Right.
If you can recognize patterns as opposed to trying to be judgmental and high almighty, oh, this is right or that is wrong or this is good and that is bad, which will muck up your vision, right? It's not a thing of right or wrong or good or bad or this and that. It's all about what happens more time than not. And what type of group exhibit these types of patterns. Because I have to compartmentalize everything in order for me to get the whole picture so I can put the pieces of the puzzle together. So what did she say that I said she would say?
I became the monster in the closet. Everything that was bad in her life was my fault. You know, the whole gambit. You know, that's the way she laid it out. I deceived her. You know, she put it all. She said everything you said. She would say, you know, it was your fault. You should have delivered me, but I can't deliver you. You know.
When y'all first got together, what was it like?
It was good. You know, I thought that we could talk. We could reason together. You know. It was none of that. You know. It was none of that.
All right, my question was you looking for a wife, or you was just, relationship picking?
Well, initially, I just looked at it as a friend.
Okay.
Somebody to talk to, But, you know, I thought that we had a lot of things in common. You know, so the conversation just kept going, and after a while, it just was there. You know, but I didn't see the anger issues until later on down the road. And at that time, I thought, well, maybe this is just a pressure, and it's something that'll pass. You know, and I guess I made an excuse for it. You know.
Same.
It
Same thing.
goes a long way, as you can see right now.
Yeah. You know, and that's what I know I did. You know, and I think she ended up looking, saying, well, you did this, but I tried to explain to her, I'm not a perfect being, you know, so you can't expect perfection from me, but I will give you my best, or I gave you my best, but you know, the bombardment kept going.
Let me ask you, what did you say to her? Like, because I know I told you how to approach it, but what were the words that you used? So?
Basically, I need to give you time to heal. You know, I don't want to interfere with your healing journey. And that's basically what I said.
Yeah, because like I said, anytime you get a woman who's on her healing journey, she will out-heal the relationship she had with you, because the relationships that she started with you started through a trauma bond. You understand?
Okay.
So, because it started out as a trauma bond, once she decides like that she's healed, when she feels better than herself, she'll realize you are not the one she would have picked had she had been a healthier version. Now that's one part. Or like the way I knew it was going to go, right? It would have been a thing where she is substituting therapy for relationships, which is why she's going to make you responsible for the way she felt.
Right. And
That's why I told you, if you continue on with the relationship, at some point she's going to grow to resent you. Why? Because you're not doing all that you need to do to make her feel comfortable in her dysfunction.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what played out, that part.